All right, man. So Skilla Baby, I always like to start off by saying when I met somebody or even knew they existed, and I think the first time I met you was like 2017 basketball, most likely. And I knew, like, I saw your hoop skills. I knew you were sweet. And Scoop kept talking about you after, like, make sure you get me and Skilla in the video and all that. And I was like, all right. That's how I recognized you. Didn't know you rapped till like 2 years later. I had no clue. Even after knowing you and meeting you and, like, you know, chilling with you and everything, I still didn't know you were a rapper at all. I saw this freestyle that I think it has like over 100,000 views on your page where you say turn like a doorknob. And I was like, oh shit. That's when I was like, that's heat. That's fucking heat. And then Trayvon and then No Cap Rap. Became a fan of those songs. Like, that shit's sweet. But when did you start rapping? Because I literally have no clue.
I was like 16 when I started rapping. But it was just kind of like, I seen people having fun rapping, and I was like, fuck it, I can do that shit.
I talked to Juan about it, and he was telling us that you had to basically get persuaded into starting a rap career or to look like a rapper or start acting like a rapper because you didn't like the jewelry and all that. The concept wasn't like something you were attuned to.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm a real low-key person, so it's like I ain't really take it serious till they start telling me like it's time to take it serious because I'm not really superficial and stuff like that. So it's like I'm not materialistic, so it'd be like, oh, the jewelry, I don't really like jewelry like that. I just do it because people pay attention when you say stuff when you got jewelry on. So it's like, okay, it's okay to me. And then they like, you gotta start dressing up more and shit. I like dressing now, don't get me wrong. I like looking nice and stuff. But it's just, I could go without it. I could chill.
Yeah, that's why I think when I first met you, I didn't realize you were a rapper. Because I think at that time you weren't, I wasn't apparent, like the jewelry wasn't really there. It wasn't like too apparent that you were a rapper. So, and you didn't have the dreads going on or nothing like that. I think you had like your head pretty much shaved bald. So it was hard for me to tell a motherfucker was a rapper for sure. But basketball, man. So basketball was something that obviously. What did you do again, man? I'm pretty sure you were pretty. You were pretty high in the States, right? Like you were very competitive.
I was good. I started every high school I went to. I won districts and like in the States and shit before.
Yeah.
But it was like everybody else had push behind them. So like my daddy was my push when I was growing up. That nigga died, so it was like. I started losing a love for basketball, and I really just started gaining back love for basketball recently. And like, them niggas in high school, niggas want to go to the like weight room and shit like that. I didn't want to do all the hard work and shit. I was just naturally talented, so it was like, you feel me?
Yeah, I'm the same. But labor is not my gig. So before all that, though, the young Skilla. What was kind of the inspiration for you? Not inspiration, sorry. What was kind of like the motive for you as a kid? Like, what did you want to become, or like, what was the goal as a kid?
Every nigga wanted to be a hooper or a rapper, man. I played football, basketball. Everybody wanted to go to the NBA or NFL. And then I got older. I wanted to be a rapper, so I really was good at everything I ever did. It just like. About me losing interest and stuff fast.
Yeah. Right now, like, you're in Detroit. Obviously, you're successful as hell. Like, everybody knows Skilla Baby in Detroit and around the country and stuff like that, man. A few years ago, it wasn't really like that. What changed from that point till now?
I just started going to see more. At first, I was in a hood ass nigga. I still be in the hood every day, but it's like that's all I knew. Like, just with basketball, if you travel and people see your talent, they gonna know your talent. Like, I started traveling and shit. So it's really thanks to my big brother, Sada, you feel me? I be going a lot of places. And it's just like, I be seeing more people see me. I feel like I'm a likable person, so before I ever tell somebody I rap, I try to let them get to know me as a person first because I come running to a lot of fake love and like, you know, it's a lot of trickery that be going on.
Yeah.
It's traveling, building my fan base for real.
What was the moment that you believed that you could do it as far as rap? Or did you just always know, like, okay, if I'm going to do it, it's going to happen?
I don't know. Moment I knew I could do it. I started really like, it wasn't really no moment. I just started, because before I started taking it real serious, I learned the business side. I learned how to distribute my music. I learned how to really capitalize off what I'm doing. So I might not get booked as many shows as another nigga, or my view count might not be as high as somebody else's, but I probably make more money off music than a lot of niggas, because one, they don't control what they doing. Somebody else is controlling their career. And two, they not hands-on. Like, I really check my numbers. I'll get paid 4-5 ways for music, and like I get YouTube checks, mixtape checks, features, all that shit, and I just know how to do it. I get my publishing, all type of shit every month. So it just be like, that's when I knew I could do it. When I started seeing like, damn, this shit's legal as hell. I done risked my life for this shit.
Yeah.
Plenty of times, still be risking my life like a dumbass, but I be still seeing some legal cheese, so it'd be like, that's motivation to keep going.
Yeah, man. I mean, obviously, you can't get too much into detail of your past. Obviously, it sounds like, because, you know what I'm saying. But it's fun for you, right? Like, are you enjoying the process?
Hell yeah. I get love. Like, people really love me, and it's like, that's all I be really wanting. The money is awesome, like, you know, like, it's always good to get the money, but it be the love, and it's the love that people show me that I really like. Like, when I just walked in a pizza place yesterday, Jets, the little nigga at the counter, Skilla Baby, you feel me? It's just like, the bitch just told me on Twitter she wanted to stalk me and suck my dick. Even though that's like, that ain't, you feel me, that's vulgar and it's inappropriate, but it's like, still, bitch, you don't even know me. That's love.
Yeah, man. That, like, I was telling Juan, I was like, I became a fan of yours. I loved when you dropped Trayvon, right? How many, what was that, like, was that like a scary process at all, or anything, as far as like, because that's like a direction setter for people when they first listen to you or they figure out about you, like, oh, this is some controversial shit, this is some shit that actually has a lot of substance to it. So did you go like, all right, well, I don't want to, like, I'm not going to keep doing this all the time, this is just like one of the songs that felt in the moment to do? And were you afraid of like people not reciprocating it in Detroit? Because in Detroit it's usually like trap rap or just what's popping, you know, make people dance and shit.
It's not really that. I wasn't gonna keep doing it. It really wasn't. I wrote that song like before I dropped it. I made that song, so it was like, it wasn't about like keep doing it or nothing. It was really nothing about other people. It was about myself. That's why it's called Trayvon, because that's my name. So I was really talking to myself. It was like me lecturing myself. Like, you know how you know something, you'll tell somebody what to do that's right, but you want to practice what you preach. So every time I hear Trayvon, it's like, you feel me? Young black nigga, don't blow your racks. That's what we out here doing. You feel me? Cause the hustle ain't shit if you don't stack. You feel me? If you don't stack that money, then you might as well not even went to go get the money, because it's just deteriorating. If here is deteriorating, and like, you could start you a business and trick on the bitches. You feel me? Like, it's just about practicing what you preach, and about just doing better as a young black person, for real. Cause they got this set narrative in the hood, like, where you gotta go sell some dope to get some money or something like that, when you really don't. Like, you don't gotta do none of that shit. You gotta do, I make more money off what I love than some other shit that I really don't need to be doing anyway. The money funner when you spending it and everything, cause you be like, you could make $1 million off selling dope and can't buy shit, but you will make $10,000 off something you love and be happy as hell spending this shit, like, counting this shit like, damn, your first dollar you ever make off something you love, you gonna cherish that dollar forever, bro.
Mm.
And anybody that got a business know that.
Yeah, 100%. Well, with it being that way, I mean, obviously, I have a kind of a theory, and I don't know if you can confirm it, but like, if you don't live that life, doesn't it make it harder to make the music?
No, because that's another like what they call like a misconception, stereotype about musicians and shit like that. A lot of people not doing what they rap about. And yeah, when you from the hood and you talk about certain shit, you should be doing that shit. But I think music should be fun. Like, I don't give a fuck. Just like Kobe, my favorite player. People say he did a lot of shit in his personal life that I don't know about, that they say you should judge him for. But no, I love Kobe because he's my favorite basketball player. So if I love you as a musician, I really don't give a fuck what you got going on in your personal life because I don't know you. Your personal life only affect me if I know you. So if I like your music, I like your music. And like, some people like have to get high and shit to like record and shit like that, have to go through a lot of shit. I just be liking to see more shit. I really ain't got high or drunk in the last 8 months since I went to jail, so my music really, that type of shit don't affect me. So I'm kind of different though. I don't know how everybody got different processes.
Yeah.
But me, like, I be naturally happy. Like, I think a lot of people motivated off being upset or angry. I like making fun music that's real. Like, you gonna understand where I came from and where I got to. I don't want you to just I don't want to motivate nobody to go kill nobody, because I'm not no person that want to hurt nobody. I I'd have beat niggas the fuck up, I'd have did other shit, but I don't want to go hurt nobody. And a nigga that come in here and tell you like he want to go hurt a motherfucker, he really hurt. He fucked up in his head. I don't want nobody to get hurt. I don't want to motivate nobody to get hurt. A lot of that shit is going on around me, so I gotta rap about that shit. You feel me? Yeah. It's reality rap. I gotta rap about my reality. I don't have $1 million yet, so I can't tell you I got $1 million. You feel me? But I can rap about what's going on around me, and it don't have to necessarily always be about something I did or something that's going on with me. Yeah. I rap about people around me lives sometimes. So it's just like all about your motivation and your process. You can rap about anything though. I could rap about this floor and make it sound sweet, you know?
Yeah. It's like storytelling, right? And even when you say like you're telling other people's stories, that's like you're basically translating somebody else's life through the microphone, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not always about you. It's about perspective and how other people live their lives as well. I get a lot of motivation the same way, like other people's lives, how they live it, you know what I'm saying? The thing is, social media is crazy because basically, let's say you rap about some shit you don't do. Now they're going to post on and say, geez, it's proven that this motherfucker doesn't do it. One side, though, it makes you more popular because you just got a bunch of exposure, even though you don't do what the fuck you say you did in your raps or whatever the fuck. But then the people who really do what they say in their raps, you know what I'm saying? That's the same caveat. That's a problem on its own, too. Because you could still be trapped in that same thing, but you're trying to make it as a rapper now, but you're still trapped in the streets.
Two things. Most people that's judging you don't have shit or never did that shit that they judging you about. So, second thing. What was the second thing you said? If the second part of your statement.
Talking about how
exposure and stuff, right?
Well, they're gonna use it to get exposure anyway, even if they didn't do that shit.
Yeah, like if you using it to get exposure, that's good. But it's like people that's judging you didn't do that shit, and even if you did do that shit and you rapping about some illegal shit, then that's fucked up that you telling on yourself. And like, so it's really like, if you really think about the people that's really talking about exactly what they did, they're not that creative. They go do some shit just so they can rap about it. But most people, I'll be around niggas that was born in the 80s, like real gangster ass niggas that was raised by real gangsters. So it's like nobody wants you to know what they doing for real. If you wasn't there, it ain't your business. So it's like if I go do something, if we go do something right now and you sit next to me, you gonna know. Ain't nobody in this room, if these cameras is off, gonna know what we was talking about. Like, if you cut the camera off right now, we said something, nobody won't know. Like, I'm that type of person. I don't want nobody to know that wasn't around. I don't care how close you was. My mama, Juan, Sada, and my sisters, they the closest people to me, and Flair. If I do something with Flair, I'm not telling Juan or nobody else. If I do something with Juan, I'm not telling Flair or Sada, you feel me? If me and Sada go do something, I'm not going back because that's our business. It's just, what is somebody else gonna do about it anyway? It's just another ear. But, you know, everybody live to be praised about some shit, about negative shit, for real.
Yeah.
I don't need no praise. I'm trying to get rich.
Yeah, and I think that's where social media is fucking everything up in that aspect, because it makes it seem like that's the only thing that gets attention. I mean, there is literally statistics about negative news getting more reception than like positive news or anything like that, even when it comes to music itself.
Negative's always the positive.
Yeah.
You could do a million things, because it's just like this. If you a real nigga your whole life, right? You could be a real nigga 20 years straight. If you turn 21 and you do some hoe shit, you a hoe to me. It just is what it is. Like, you don't have no, like, a lot of people hold me to a high standard, so I know I can't fuck up. Like, certain people, if you expect somebody to fuck up, then yeah, they get a chance to fuck up. But if you been a real nigga my whole life and then you do some hoe shit, you still thought about that hoe shit.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, like, my brother shouldn't play with me, or like anybody that's close to me shouldn't try to hold me or do nothing like that, because you knew what you was doing. Keep being a real nigga. Don't say I'm gonna be a hoe ass nigga because I've been a real nigga my whole life. Nah, I get to do some hoe shit. No, you don't. So negative always gonna outweigh the positive.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah. And on all levels too, whether your actions are negative or whether you're doing something that is against the law or whatever the fuck you're doing, it's going to be more prevalent to people just because that's what gets attention. I mean, nobody wants to watch good news all day, but with music itself, it's trippy because it's like people want to have a good time when they're listening to music, or people might want to connect with somebody else or have that connection or feeling or flow. What do you want people to get from a majority of your music, or are you really trying to diversify like every section of your different albums, different feel?
I just told somebody today, they was asking me, can I make another Womack? So I'm like, Womack, I said, I don't know how to make the same song. I'm not that at that point. I'm constantly trying to progress, so I'm not at the same point in life that I was when I made Womack. Or and it's like every time I go to like to make some music, it's based off my emotions. So, or stuff I went through. So even though you don't think so, you gotta listen to what I'm saying, cause I always got something that I'm saying to a person. I might go say some bullshit in the booth and just tell you like, and just say something repeatedly. Or if I'm trying to make some fun shit, it's either I'm on some goofy ass shit all day, or I'm in a fucked up mood, so I'm really trying to make some real fun shit to really uplift my spirits.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
Or like, if something just went on around me bad, I might talk about it in there, or I might be telling somebody how to fix the problem or something like that. It's always a message behind what I got going. I don't just got no specific message that I'm telling nobody. The reason why I'm making music is to tell people this, because I rap about so much shit. I rap about getting money. I rap about being fucked up. I done rapped about shooting at motherfuckers, all type of shit. Like, so much shit be going on around me and in my life, so it's be like, I'm gonna rap about this without saying too much, and where everybody can understand, because I know like I got a whole different. I gotta diversify myself because I got different fans. Kids love me, but then I got music for street niggas. I got music for old folks that they gonna love me. I got music for the bitches. So it's really like I gotta think about that every time I'm going in there. I gotta make sure I'm well rounded, and and that's the thing. Like I just make sure that I'm thinking about what people can understand and relate to at all times.
Right. You gotta build that connection, right? So it's like, again, since you're a storyteller and you're giving your story day-to-day basis on how you're living life and what's going on with your life, people admire you, therefore they want that connection to understand what's going on. Plus you're famous, so you got to realize like that's another angle of it. Like even though you are in the streets, even though you are delegating those situations, your past and your history and all that, you are on a level of fame where it's like, damn, you did that and you're famous too, so now there's that whole another element too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for a kid, it's like, oh damn, Skilla Baby's living my dream kind of, because I am from the streets and I want to be where he's at. And so you can give him that too. I think the song that made me actually a fan was No Cap Rap for sure. I think that was the one that hit me where because it was fun as fuck to listen to, but then there was like real shit in it too, and I just liked it. I was like, oh shit, like Skilla, like that clicked with me. And then you had a couple songs with Sada on that mixtape you guys dropped on Dat Pip or whatever the fuck that website's called. But I was just like, damn, Skilla is like really, really, this is the real shit. When you look at Big Squad, are you a part of? Are you categorized in Big Squad, or is that how does that work?
Big Squad.
Yeah,
I'm Big Squad.
But are you like in the label? I'm saying like as far as like how that works. I know you represent Big Squad, but I'm saying like
yeah, I don't. They ain't never made me sign no paperwork or nothing like that. But I'm Big Squad. I'm vice president of Big Squad. Just to be real. Sada and Juan made me vice president. You know, they CEOs and president of Big Squad, but I got a lot of my voice matters. You feel me? And like they ain't never wanted me to sign no paperwork because they wanted me to be able to expand and keep growing if need be.
Right.
You feel me? So that was a blessing. I ain't never really had to sign no paperwork or nothing. And it works like that, you know. So I'm Big Squad for sure. Like
I brought it up because I was talking to Juan about so everything I just said is kind of goes to the point of everybody else in Big Squad. I love everybody, bro. You know I love everybody. I love everybody, bro. I love Muna. I love Dave. I love everybody that's in Big Squad. But obviously your career spiked like beyond that point of anybody else involved in there. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at the stage, it's you and Sada usually on stage like together. It's not. I mean, you might see like Savage or somebody. You might see somebody else, but it's like you. Why you?
That don't got nothing to do with Big Squad though. That's just my relationship with my brother. Like we damn near the same person. Like yesterday we wore the same pants by mistake. I ain't even call him. I swear to God, like we wore the same fit down there, and like that's just the relationship we have. Like he ain't never asked me to be his hype man, and then I get so hype off his music, I grabbed the mic one day and I just started being his hype man because I genuinely support him like that. I don't need no money to do this or nothing. I really love my brother, so it's like that's just the relationship we have. I ain't taking nothing away from anybody else's relationship with him, but it's more or less because Sada can shout you out all the time and nobody won't follow you. It's more or less like you gotta have something that they want to see, like, you feel me? And even beyond that, fuck what they want to see. My work ethic, I can sit in the studio with Sada for 8 days straight and I recorded a song, or just to see how I can take something from what he's doing successful and put it into my catalog, you know, or my repertoire. So it's like I really study music and I ain't taking nothing from nobody else, but I actually work hard. Like, or when another nigga don't got to ride to the studio, he gonna say he don't got to ride, I'm gonna walk.
Yeah, Juan
So
was telling us that you walked like a few miles to get to the studio at one
and
point.
that was just one time with them. I done did that way more times than that. So it was like how they felt like it was a big deal that I did that. I done did that multiple times. Like I done did that before. Like, and if I didn't have a car now, I would still do that because I love making music. I don't need Sada in the studio for me to make music. I'm gonna do that regardless, whether I knew him or not. I was gonna do that. Like, so that's what it is with me.
Yeah.
And that's people liked me before I knew Sada. Like I never had like no as many followers as I did. He gave me a platform for sure, but I always knew the whole city facts. Like I know everybody.
Right.
Everybody always know I rapped. I always got a couple views. It wasn't like as many views as I get now. And he enabled me to. Showcase my talent to more people,
Right.
for them to like me, and that shit, I'm forever grateful for that shit.
Oh yeah.
But it's like everybody else gonna do good. They just gotta keep working hard,
Yeah.
and like it's about how bad you want that shit. Some people do music and they don't really love music. They just want to be famous, or they see how successful they could get. I really study this shit. I really listen to music every day as a critic and a fan. Like, you know, you got people that basketball fans, then you got basketball critics that's gonna critique everything.
Yeah. And I kind of went into that because like I wanted to kind of hear. Bro, like when I look at them, it's like family. Like I look at everybody there, like in Big Squad as family, and I reviewed all their music, and they all sent me their music, and I watched everybody. I watched where everybody is now from like 4 or 5 years ago till now, and it's like, damn. I always want to yell at motherfuckers, but I just can't because it's like, who am I to say anything to you? But I look at some of them like little brothers when it comes to their careers. With you, it was like, boom, like he's moving. That's how you're supposed to be doing it. And again, another point you brought up is just because there's somebody who can give you that platform doesn't mean you're going to get that reach just because they gave you that platform.
But just look at shit like this. Sada did a couple songs with some niggas and they blew up crazy. Boom.
Yeah.
He did a song with ESTG, he went crazy. He did a song with Pac-Man, he went crazy. But then it's a nigga like me. I ain't blow up crazy just because he did a song. I still ain't blew up like them niggas. Like, I got a couple fans, I still got work to do. Like, my songs don't just go crazy like them niggas got hundreds of millions, 28 million, 50 million. I still have to do work, but I can't get discouraged because somebody don't want to listen to the song I made with Sada as much as somebody else. They didn't like that song as much as they like that song. I can't be discouraged by that or be like, oh my God, I'm listening to my shit. No, man, keep working. If you like this shit, it's about the fans at the end of the day, just like at the restaurant, the customer always right. The fans always right. They gonna tell you what they like and what they don't like. Yeah. If they don't like it, go back to the drawing board if you really love this shit.
Yeah. What keeps you motivated right now as far as trying to get it to that point where you are hitting those Pac-Man numbers? I mean, you got the whole city supporting you already. What's keeping you motivated to just keep driving?
I just always feel like I can get better. So it's like, until I feel like I can't get any better, that's when I'm gonna retire. When I can't do anymore. Like, but I learned that from like great athletes and shit like that. When I feel like I can't get a game no more, when I can't give anything back, and like something that I'm doing is not original, or like I can't give anything that's gonna make its mark on my career or like my career field that I'm in, then I'll stop. But I feel like I can create and be like, cause I'm an innovator and I'm a influencer. And I feel like a lot of things I do influence people. So when I stop being able to influence people, then I'll stop making music.
Man, so many rappers say it though, bro, but like they end up fucking up by just moving when they're supposed to hang them up. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said with the athletes too. There's people who should have retired and they just didn't stop. I think money is obviously most likely the factor in not being able to let go of something you've been doing your whole life. If you did stop rapping at a certain point, would money come into question as far as like I needed this amount before I leave?
I know how to make some money. That ain't it.
I'm
gonna get some money.
Okay.
I don't even do this shit for money.
All right, but
I don't make no hell of millions of dollars off music, so it's really like the money not a factor. So I ain't never even been signed like to a label or signed, and they gave me big checks and shit like that. I never got that, so I'm not like these other rappers or nothing where they get money. And congratulations to them. I love the fact that they're getting it because they worked hard for that, but I haven't got it yet. Maybe I don't deserve it yet. Maybe it's not in God's plans for me to have that yet. So I ain't had that. I know how to get some money though. I'ma always get some money.
I was talking to Juan a couple weeks ago or last week, and he was telling me like the responsibilities you have is almost like an adult has those responsibilities as far as like taking care, managing your family and all those things. Is that still the case, like as far as your responsibilities with your family and taking care of that? And how did that kind of all come into play where you became the man of the house?
I'm my mama's only son, so it's like, even though my mama ain't never wanted me to have that responsibility, she did. She raised me so when I got older, I could. I feel responsible for that. So it's like, I'm always make sure my family first, and like I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna risk my life if I have to for my family. But that's how I was raised, though, by any means necessary. I've never really asked nobody for nothing. I hate asking people for stuff. So it's like, as my mama only son, I gotta make sure my mama and my sister straight. That's just anyways. They gonna be good regardless. My mama, my sisters, my niece, they gonna be good regardless. They get my last, so I'm gonna put them on my back and crawl to the goal line if I have to. That ain't really like nothing I need credit for or anything though, because that's why God gave my mama a son. That's how I feel like.
Well, a lot of people don't take that responsibility, even, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't take that responsibility, and especially being in your situation or being obviously from the street. I mean, you grew up in Detroit and stuff like that. I'm sure you didn't grow up like in luxury or anything like that, but that's a big ass responsibility. And how many people were you kind of taking care of at that time, and what age was that happening?
It really like when I got older, for real, I helped. See, I moved with my daddy. I used to live with my mama when I was super young. Then I moved with my daddy when I was like 9, 10. So, because my mama couldn't show me how to be no man. So my daddy, he was older. He really at the end of his life, he just showed me how to be a man and take care of responsibility. So if my dad passed and I got back with my mama, I just started working, doing whatever, just to make sure I'm straight. But then it turned into making sure we straight, because that's how my family is, though. We can argue every day. Regardless, we gonna make sure we straight. So then it turned into I'm doing more, I'm making more, and I'm able to do more. So I'm able to do more for my family, thank God, you know?
Yeah.
And that age started like 17, 18. I started just spreading my wings trying to do more.
What was your mom implementing in you that was building you up to become responsible as you are? Don't
never feel sorry for yourself. We don't do that. My mama ain't never let me feel sorry for myself. And that's one thing I want everybody to feel like that. Like, because a lot of people be, and I know like depression is real and people be killing themselves and shit like that, but my mama ain't never let that shit was weak to her. So it was like, don't ever feel sorry for yourself. And at the end of the day, we ain't never gonna quit. My mama ain't never let me quit nothing. Nothing. I wanted to quit football, basketball teams, a lot of stuff. My mama ain't never let me quit nothing. If we started it, we gonna finish it. So if I start doing something, I gotta finish it. And her one saying my mama always told me, I can't be no half-asser. Cause as a kid, I always liked to half-ass do shit. So growing up, she ain't never let me half-ass do shit. I gotta go all the way.
Are you telling me like you were an A student or like a B student or some shit?
Yeah, I was smart as hell, but I was just bad. I was like a B student. I really was an A student, but I get my work done and then start disrupting class and shit, so they'd put me out. Then I wouldn't do my homework. I felt like I was too good for homework. Or I do, it'd be like this. I get the answer right, but I ain't show my work. So I get discredited for not showing my work because I felt like I was too good to do that shit. Yeah. So that made me like a B student.
Damn. So you were actually a smart ass kid, but you felt like you were above that shit. You didn't want to prove all the little things. Because you could use a calculator, right? And they can equate it for you, and that's why they make you show the work and shit. Yeah. You could have just used a motherfucking calculator to figure that shit out.
That's a fact, but I had a daddy that just, when I was 3-4 years old, I had a whole course with him, vocabulary course, and then when I got like 10, he made me write a 31-page essay on Thurgood Marshall, all type of shit. So it wasn't like I really came up in a smart ass house. Like my sister was smart as hell, always got A's, and I'm competitive. I ain't want to be the stupid nigga, so I really was smart. I felt like school just wasn't for me. Like I hated it there. Yeah. Cause I hate being told what to do. That's one thing. But I learned as an adult, you always gonna have somebody over you. So now I'm really good at it. I can be number 2, or I can bow down to people. I got a lot more than a lot of people, and I still listen to a lot of people. Yeah. Cause I don't feel like that should affect me or change me. Like I'm still the same person, so I still listen. I still take heed, even though wanting to tell me something and I argue them down, I'll still be listening. I'll go home and think about that shit and really take into consideration. That's why some of my captions, I'll let people know like, damn, Juan just told me I need to tighten up or something like that, because I argue them down, but I still be taking into consideration what he's saying.
Yeah, man, that's somebody I would definitely listen to, man. Hey, he was here. I don't know if you saw the interview with him, but
that was a great interview.
He I really didn't know what I was gonna get from speaking with him, but you got to think about the amount of responsibilities he has. It's gonna transmit into basically having a bunch of experience. Like basically all the experiences he's been through is gonna give you all the wisdom you need to know about this shit and what to do and what not to do. Nick, I think that one's blinking. What's it saying? Is that power or is it SD? It's sucking for you to be in school and not wanting to listen to people. How was it easy for you to listen to Juan?
Cause Juan remind me of my daddy so much. Like that's my big brother and shit. But and my daddy's birthday like 5 days apart or some shit, 6 days apart. So it's like Juan a Cancer, my daddy a Cancer. I see so many qualities of my daddy and him, just the lead role. So it's easy for me to listen to because I know he's not going to steer me wrong. He's never, everything Juan ever said to me isn't happening. Even me going to jail. I swear to God. Even me going to jail is like all the good shit. Anything he ever told me to do, he told me how to get a car, told me how to get my house, told me how to build my credit, and told me how to get some jewelry, all type of shit. So it's like, anything he ever said to me, it didn't happen. He's a fuck being a manager. He's a great leader. He's a great big brother. He's a great elder. The nigga just, he retarded as fuck, but the nigga just like, nigga, as fucked up as he is in the head, the nigga heart just, he got the biggest heart ever. Yeah. Like the biggest heart ever. I done slept on his couch for 2 months straight and I ain't even know him like that. I first met Juan, I ain't know it. He knew I was fucked up. He told me like, shit, come over to the house because he knew I was going through it with my family and stuff like that. I had some family issues. So he like, come over to the house. You gonna stay over here till you get your shit together. And he helped me get my shit together. You feel me? And he ain't want nothing out of it or nothing. He just wanted me to work hard. He just wanted me to. So why wouldn't I? That's another motivation. It's just like, That's what keep me going. Like a person to put his all into you, not even necessarily money, even though he put money into me. Why didn't put a couple racks into me? You feel me? Let me wear his clothes, all type of shit. You know, he got big ass clothes, but like shoes and shit like that. Let me wear his shoes, all type of shit. Put money into me.
You want water?
Yeah.
You can toss some.
Put money into me, all type of shit. How could I just be like,
Going high.
How could I just be like, I'm not gonna go hard for this person?
Right.
And one thing he done told me, like, I'm only gonna go as hard as you go. So
Right.
why wouldn't I just go hard as hell for that person? Why I just genuinely want to see me do well? That's why I told him I'm gonna make his first $1 million. If Sada don't make his first $1 million, I am. He don't do shit but go hard for me.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And that's another thing too. It's like the responsibility of knowing the people who invested in you, and then you can't let that go. That's another thing that kind of holds you true to yourself, because it's not out of just moral or ethics. It's out of love too. Like, time is some shit. Like, not to get too into detail, but I had people borrow like crazy amounts of money before, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like crazy money. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll disappear and they won't pay it back or whatever, and then it's a conflict. And they'll be worried, like, yo, that's small money. What are you worrying about that small money for? It's like, bro, it's not about the money. Think about all the hours I was working. Every day I was working. How much I was grinding to make that. You took my time away. You didn't. It's not about money, bro. I can give you $100,000, but it's not about that dollar amount. It's about what I had to do to get that money.
They don't think about how much they needed it when they asked you for it.
Yeah.
It must have been a dire need for you to ask somebody for some money. But they ain't think about you. They think it's like nothing. Oh, it's just some money. No, it's not. Because if it was just some money, you wouldn't have asked me for it. So I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. And it's people, we live in a selfish world. Everybody be for themselves. Like, and then everybody trying to keep up with each other. And at the end of the day, it's not even about that. To me, it's about elevating yourself by, like, just being. If I elevate myself by doing some bullshit or being a fucked up ass person, it'll eat at me. That's why I could have been did some hoe ass shit and had crazy amounts of cheese or stole from people or backdoor motherfuckers and elevated myself. I don't want to do it. I like being known as a real nigga. Like, people really, that's really my MO. Like, any rapper that ever met me, any Detroit rapper, any your favorite celebrity that met me, any person in my life will tell you, I'm one of the realest, genuine people that ever walked this earth. And I like that. I like being known as the genuine one. I'm always myself. And that's what keep me sane.
Some people are cool with dying dirty, you know what I'm saying? Like, they broke all the rules and they had no morals or any thought about anybody else but themselves throughout the whole process, you know what I'm saying? And that shit these days it's so much easier to, like, read that shit these days. Like, you can just talk to somebody and know right away what they're about.
Mm-hmm.
When you were in jail, obviously, before you went to jail, I felt like your name was, like, pretty hard buzzing. Like, things were kind of popping, and then obviously was that like a setback, do you feel, or do you feel like going to jail kind of helps artists in some way, or how do you feel about that?
It was a blessing and a curse. It was a curse because it set me back to where, like, I had to sit down and miss a lot of stuff. I missed my niece, like, I missed a year of like a half a year from seeing my niece. I motherfucking, like, just was stressing crazy, so it put me in a bad spot. But then it gave me time to just think and really reevaluate life. Like, I'm on my phone less, and it taught me how to just be comfortable in my skin, and, like, because there's nothing to do in there but be comfortable in your skin. And it taught me how to really create my own happiness, like, and be comfortable with myself. If I had nothing, I would still love myself and be genuinely happy, because that's what jail taught me. I ain't had nothing. It taught me survival skills. I thought I knew how to survive, but then I got to jail and it really taught me, like, shit I need to know, because I didn't go to jail with people that, like, from my community. I went to jail, like, kind of down the road, so it was mostly Caucasian people and stuff like that. It was 2 black people in the jail, so it was like I didn't go with people I knew that was gonna help me and shit like that. It was really me fending for myself. So a lot of shit I had to just, it taught me like not to move off emotion. I had to really think. I had to really put portions of food to the side to make sure I eat. Like, even though I never ran out of commissary, but it's just like the fact that, you feel me, you only get so much in a week, so it's like.
And so like, hold up. So basically, not for lack of better words, were you like in a cell with like basically racist motherfuckers at that point, like skinheads type shit?
It's a fact. I got called the N-word every week. I went to the hole, like, it's not the hole because it was a county, but it was like max security. It's like the hole for the county because I smacked the shit out of this white dude that called me an N-word. But you feel me? He had it coming and shit. But that situation taught me again. Like, he was talking so crazy to me, I smacked him and he told on me. So it's like, that's type of lessons I learned from jail. Like, somebody talk so crazy to you, right?
He's trying to set you up.
And then it's about really thinking out your situations, because you could hurt somebody and it won't even hurt them. I could beat you up right now and you will go to the hospital, heal up, and you will get out the hospital and we'll still have a problem. You'll still talk crazy to me. So it's not all about that. It's about really thinking, being a thinker. Jail taught me to be a thinker. Like, I'd rather hurt you in another way. You feel me? I'd rather outthink you than outfight you, for real, for real. I don't even like fighting, so it's like, I don't want to be violent, so I'd rather just outthink people. Jail just taught me like a bunch of ways to outthink. I played a lot of spades and chess in there. They taught me how to play chess, so it's like, it taught me to think.
Right. Usually it's like races, right? So race sticks with their race in jail. You said there was like 2 other black guys there. So like, how'd that work out?
I'm real cool with the one black guy, Vic, but the other one, his name was Starkey. Dog, he mixed, but he more black than white. You could tell, like, his skin brown. But he tell people, I'm not black, I'm white. I'm a white guy. He had a fro with an afro picking and everything. Dog telling people, I'm not black, I'm white. So I'm like, yeah, I can't fuck with dog. I really was chilling with Vic until I had, I was really in that bitch in the pod without Vic. And then I had motherfucker got into that shit. And then they put me in the pod with Vic. I told the sergeant, let me go in the pod with the black dude. So they put me in the pod with Vic. We got to working out and shit. We looked out for each other and shit. And shit, it's really what it was. Like, you know how that be. But I made sure I wasn't like, after I went through that little situation in there, smacking dog and shit like that, I made sure like I didn't get into any more situations because I knew how they thought. No. I was automatically the aggressor. You feel me? And dog been to jail before. I never been to jail, so he talking crazy to me, but he still making it seem like he's not the aggressor, you know? So when I smacked him, it just looked like I was bullying him on camera because it didn't have no audio. So they didn't know what he was saying. They just knew I ran up on him, you feel me?
Right.
So it's like, it just taught me to be more of a thinker. So different situations I got in there too, I stopped being the aggressor. I just was on some, all right, step in my square and then we gonna fight. But if you don't really want to do that, I'm not gonna even geek myself up to be angry at you because you don't really want that problem.
Right.
And then I learned something like, that's what Vic taught me, the other black guy. I'ma just walk away.
Right.
Because if you really wanted to fight me, you would have swung on me. You would have stepped in my square.
Right.
You would have did something to violate and disrespect me other than say words. So that taught me a lot more for even being out here. People would try to use their words to geek you up to do something to fuck up what you got going on.
Right.
That's why I'm a great listener. That's why I told you that, because I ain't never gonna bump my head on the same tree.
I do that shit all the time, man. I fuck up. Like my cousin used to call me like a hamster in a wheel because I just kept fucking like doing the same thing, like not wearing a rubber and shit.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Up the same bitch 3 times that might have something. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I gotta stop doing this.
So
shit.
you saying you caught something?
No, I didn't, man. I did. I almost got bitches pregnant and all that type of shit. But like that meant that only was stupid shit. But essentially, what you're saying though is there's people who are so much experienced that it's a chessboard for them, right? So they know the moves ahead of time. When you were in jail, these motherfuckers knew ahead of time how to play you without even touching you, without doing shit. They knew how to play.
They made me touch them.
Yeah, smart.
But then, like a nigga do some shit like this. You got like maximum security, minimum security, then low security. When you in low security, you don't gotta go in your cell. So a nigga make you hit him while he in medium, so he can go to minimum. You feel me? So he won't have to go in the cell, cause they know if you punch on this nigga and y'all got a problem, if y'all in the pot again, you probably gonna punch on him again. So they gonna send him to minimum. But he done started the problem with you.
Yeah.
The whole time he done went to minimum. So I started playing chess with these niggas like, shit, I ain't even gonna be no aggressive person in here, because I really don't have to. It's really about, because when you're in jail, somebody really got a chokehold on you anyway, because they get to tell you what to do. So it's like, it's about learning experience.
Yeah.
For one, I never go back to jail because I just learned, like, I never been to jail, so I never knew how easy you can go, and how easy one mistake or anything, one slip up, anything you do can send you there, and then you ain't got your freedom gone, literally. Like, nigga get to tell you what to do, when to eat, when to shit, and when to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I told you I don't like authority.
What were the nights like? I spent one night in jail, or like 2. It was like the worst. Like, bitch, like every hour felt like 8 hours.
And that's because you was in a holding cell.
Yeah.
You feel me? You was in a holding cell,
Yeah.
so it's really no clock, nothing to do. Like, you feel me? The lights stay on in the holding cell. When you go like get locked up, thank God I ain't go to prison. But it's still fucked up because, like, you got all these lockdowns and shit.
Was music on your mind at all, or was like writing? Were you like on that 2
At first, I ain't. The only thing they had was like the little radios with the headphones, and I ain't get that at first. But then I got smart. I figured out why people had those, because it tell you the time. Because you ain't got no clock in your cell, so they got the radios that tell you the time, you know. So I ended up getting those, and they taught me how to make antenna and shit out of the shit and make a fake speaker. So I started listening to music every day in my cell. But for my first couple months, I really didn't have no music on my mind. Like, I really wanted to listen to music. I had called people and like made them play music while I was on the phone. But I really read a lot of books. I read like 75 books when I was in
75. Which one stood out to you?
Damn, the 48 Laws of Power was a big book that I read, but then it's this author named David Baldacci. I read like 10 of his books. I can't tell you the name of the books off the top of my head, but he's a great author. David Baldacci. He's my favorite author right now, I ain't gonna lie.
Was it fiction or nonfiction?
It's realistic fiction.
Oh.
So it's like stuff that could happen, but he just made it up in his head. It's fire.
So it was like entertainment based type shit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's cool, man.
I read fiction and non-fiction shit though. I read a lot of stuff, but that's what stuck to me the most. David Baldacci.
What was like the phone calls when you were who was calling you? Who was checking in on you when you were out there?
Huh?
Who was calling you when you were inside? Like who was checking?
You can't get calls.
You can't get calls. You don't talk to nobody? Oh, that's not only prison, I'm assuming, right?
No, people can't call you. You gotta call them.
Oh, you gotta call them?
That
sucks.
I talked to Juan. Well, really, I didn't really talk to nobody because that's why people was mad at me. Juan, my mama, everybody, my sisters, everybody mad at me because I don't call them. But I had when I first went to, like, got arrested, everybody was like, don't call me. So when I really went to jail and I really had to do some time, I didn't call them.
Oh.
So they was like, why you ain't calling me? I was like, y'all told me don't call me. And they like, this different. You in real jail now. So they was mad. But I really talked to, like, I had a girlfriend at the time. I was talking to her a lot. You feel me? I shout out to her. She really did everything for me that I needed her to do. But you feel me?
Yeah. That was I remember when that was happening and I was like, damn, that sucks. I felt like everything was buzzing, and then when you came back everything was still smooth, but there was always people talking about, like, some people say it's good and then some people say it's bad, and I know it's like you don't give a fuck about this concept, but as far as an artist is concerned, going to jail is like it's a milestone. It's like a plus almost to some people in their eyes because
they feel like you authentic now.
Yeah, like you did some shit. Are you from the hood? That's a milestone. Oh, you went to jail? That's a milestone. Oh, you did some shit to somebody? That's a milestone. To get this money, you know what I'm saying? So
but
you know,
don't go to jail. That's the worst time. I don't feel like, I know how everybody perspective of it is, but that ain't it. So anybody freedom getting taken, that ain't it. I'd rather you not be like that and don't go to jail than do something and go to jail, because it's really like the shit really like it apprehends you. Whatever that shit called, it's it really like, it's like a hold on you, like it really like an inconvenience. That's what it really is. It's an inconvenience, and it's like you just gonna be irritated and stressed out for no reason.
Yeah. Going back, kind of, you know, you and Juan and Sada have this like great relationship and everything's clicking on all cylinders. Like, where did that start?
I got closer to Juan before I got close to Sada. I got close to Sada when I started going over his house. Cause really I was on some, like, Juan older, so it's like he gonna show me, like, Juan don't want to really, Juan turn up, but he really want to take care of all the business. You feel me? So that's why I really got closer to Juan, because I'm more laid back. You feel me? Juan got this laid back side to him that nobody really know about. Well, everybody really know about him, but it's like, once Juan business, he real business oriented. Sada a great musician, and he know how to get the money. You feel me? He gonna go get the money. But I was at a point in my life where I couldn't afford all that. You feel me? I couldn't afford to be like extra turnt, because I wasn't extra turnt. That's not what my life reflected. So I really needed to, I had to be closer to Juan, because Juan more business oriented. So I got closer to Sada when, like, he seen me, like, he seen how bad I wanted it. You feel me? And I got real close to Sada, like, he seen how bad I wanted it, and he seen the same qualities in me that he seen in himself. So he was like, we just started hanging every day. But I really was, before I had stayed with, like, Sada for like 2 weeks. But I stayed with Juan for like 3 months before that, like a couple months, like 1 or 2 months, for real. Just to help me, like, get my mind right, because I was going through a lot. Like, I'm one of them people that go through a lot and I won't talk about it. So it'd be like, and people can see it on me, but they'll like try to get me to talk about it, but I won't never tell nobody my problem. So it was like, you feel me? I got closer to Juan because Juan knew what I needed to do, like, business-wise. Sada knew what I needed to do musically and, like how to make my appearance better and shit like that. Like, socially it's Sada. Sada knew what I needed to do socially, but business-wise and mentally where I needed to be, Juan knew where I needed to be at, like my mental space, because Juan a leader, like Sada a leader, but Juan's like a great-ass leader, to where like me and Sada so much alike, but we two different people too, so Juan catered to both our needs, how we need them, like, you know? Like, I don't need as much attention as Sada. You feel me? And not saying like he an attention seeker or nothing like that, but he like I'm an alpha, don't get me wrong, but Sada need that attention. Like, he need more attention than me. You feel me? Because he at that stage in his career, and then just emotionally, like, you feel me? He get mad fast and all that shit, so he need like more attention and shit like that in certain areas. Me, like, if Sada get mad, it's only certain people that could talk to him and calm him down. You feel me? Me too, but if Juan say chill out, I'ma chill out. If Juan say chill out, Sada, he not gonna, you feel me? He gonna be mad till you calm down, but so I learned more qualities from Juan, like, and shit like that. But it's just like, that's how I got close to him though, just for being myself. The first time I seen Sada, he like, you want this zip? You want to buy this zip? We was going to get some weed from somewhere or something, and then I'm like, I can't afford it. So then they like, damn, this nigga really tell me that shit. But I'm like 19 years old at that time. I'm doing, how I'm getting my money is, this money that I'm making, I ain't got no job, so I'm making this money. I gotta save this. I gotta reinvest this into what I'm doing. So I just really had to, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's how they start fucking with me, because I'm genuine. If I'm fucked up, I'm gonna tell you I'm fucked up. I ain't gonna be out here playing like I ain't. You feel me?
It sounds like on the aspect too, like I know what you were going through on one aspect, that taking the risk of getting into artistry when you need to, you know, pay your bills is like not the best thing in your mind at that time. This
why I love Sada so much, nigga. I was working at Captain J's when I met that nigga. I was working at Walmart, then I got fired. I was working at Captain J's, nigga. This is why he started fucking with me. I used to go to work, leave. I was working that bitch for like a week. I go to work, nigga. I'm frying chicken and shit. I get off work, I'll go straight up to the studio, walk to that bitch. Captain J's on 7 Mile, nigga, in the lodge. Like 7 Mile in the lodge, nigga. I'm walking to Oak Park. Everybody know Oak Park start at 9 Mile, like 8 Mile, but the studio on 9 Mile, nigga. I'm walking from 7 Mile to 9 Mile, nigga. One day he like, nigga, quit your job. You're not going back to that bitch. I quit that bitch. And then they just made sure I was straight. But I ain't want to quit my job because I don't like ask. Even if somebody tell me they're going to make sure I'm straight, I don't like asking people for nothing. I don't want people to do nothing for me if I don't have to. I'd rather, like, if I need you to do something for me, I'm about to die and I need your help. You feel me? So it's like, he just made me quit my job. Like, told me, if you don't quit your job, I'm coming in that bitch and I'm dragging you out there. So I was like, fuck it. And then he just started making sure I was straight and making sure I was everywhere with them. And then that's how we built our relationship.
Yeah. A lot of artists, like, they can't leave their money, or people who want to become artists, they can't leave their jobs because they have a family to provide for, right? You leave that job to go become an artist and that shit doesn't work out, you might be behind on your bills now, and now you might be totally fucked up. So you had that responsibility, but obviously with Sada's energy and everybody's belief in him at that time, him coming in saying, yo, I'll pull you out that bitch if you don't quit, that's like, all right, fuck it, this motherfucker's being real right now. Like, he's not the type of dude that's gonna say that or do that and then turn back and be like, oh, my bad, bro, I don't have enough for you, or we don't gotta really
listen.
Like
this was before. Listen though, this before I dropped any mixtape. I had a couple videos out and all that, but he just believed in me. That's why. Yeah. That's what really made me fuck with Scoob though. Yeah. I'm like, why this nigga just believe in me so much? You feel me? He don't know me from a can of paint. I don't know what he seen in me. He just believed in me. I'm like, damn, that nigga just believed in me.
Yeah.
And that's why I think a lot of other people believed in me, because dog just believed in me so hard. Like, still do to this day, bro.
Yeah.
Anything I say about Scoob is high regard. Anything he say about me is high regard. And they'd be like, damn, I could speak on your high regard because you didn't accomplish so much. You feel me?
Yeah.
So much. But the little shit I done did, he make it seem like it's so big, and that shit just means so much to me.
No, man, 100%. Anytime somebody has me on their podcast or I get interviewed, I always make a point to say that, like, outside of, like, my social media wouldn't even be 1% where it's at, because basically he vouched for me for the city. Like, he was always promoting me when I first started, and I didn't even know if I was doing shit that was crossing the line or where I was at. And then I went to the gym one day and he's like, bro, keep doing that, trust me. And I was like, damn, if he's saying it, then must be working. And I went and kept doing it. And because that vouch was there, like, yo, this dude is not here to steal from the city, or he's not a culture vulture type shit, everybody was accepting me or whatever the fuck. But obviously, some people have energy like that. And I think you're getting that energy too now, where you can go talk to people and people are going to listen to you. And people are going to believe that if you have something to offer them, you're going to be able to take them where they need to go. I know I was talking to, like, Baby Tay and stuff. And that's, like, your friend, obviously, like, people who don't know Baby Tay, but he said, like, you guys kind of grew up together, or you guys spent a lot of time together. And kind of, like, how did that shift kind of your upbringing a little bit, or what was that kind of like?
I met Baby Tay when I was, like, 17. We was both going through, it was that time where I was going through a lot, and it was about 20 of us, 15 at least, nigga. We staying at Sada little brother, his granddaddy house, Quill granddaddy house, nigga, in Highland Park, nigga. You know, that's where Baby Tay from. And that's how me and Baby Tay got close, because I really was original close to Quill, you feel me? But then Quill brought me around some niggas that we just all made sure each other was straight, you feel me? For like a year straight. And we just make sure each other straight. If somebody ain't got nothing to eat, we all make sure all put in for everybody to eat, nigga. Shit like that. And then me and Baby Tay done knocked niggas out together in the club, all type of shit. We got into this scrapping Club Blue. Nigga tried to sneak Baby Tay out and folded his ass, smack. Then Baby Tay got in the middle of that shit. Cause it all started with somebody, you feel me? One of our men started that shit. And they got the jumping army that's crazy, beating his ass. Got the whooping him. You feel me? So me and Baby Tay and Quill, the first niggas jump in, smack, smack, smack. Got the beating on like 10 niggas, on like 4 of us. And we got the beating on them niggas. Smack, smack, smack. Nigga, I got a nigga hanging off my leg. Quill then grabbed him, took him up top, smack. I was just beating his ass. So then nigga tried to sneak Baby Tay out of it. Smacked his ass, you feel me? And then Baby Tay knocked this one nigga out, this light skinned nigga, knocked him clean out. I'm talking about, like, after that, we just was getting close as fuck. And then me and Baby Tay both love hooping. That nigga always could hoop his ass off. So it was like, he called me, make sure I'm straight. I call him, make sure I'm straight. He's straight. But yeah, that's my baby. That's how we got close. Just on some genuine ass shit. That nigga, I always support what he got going on. He support what I got going on. Shout out Public Housing. That's just
Public Housing, man. He has some new designs coming out too. So you guys go check that out. He's actually really fucking talented, and he's a good hooper. It was a video. I don't know if you remember at Scoob's birthday party like 2 years ago, when you were on stage and like there was the fucking guy grabbing the money or something like that. He like barely touched you. He was like trying to get you out of the way, and then you turned to him and all the security and everybody everybody at Big Squad like fucking grabbed this guy and just started like throwing him. You don't remember this?
Where was that?
It's on video. This is at V Live nightclub. You don't remember that? This was at school.
Oh yeah.
And
Nigga
this guy's
touched me.
like a-
nigga touched me like crazy, like told me to move or something.
It looked like he kind of like he touched
But
you.
no, it was what he was saying. And nigga like move the fuck out the way. And people don't play about me like
Yeah.
not even just because of school, but like, I really got family like and relationships with people that people don't think I would have. And that's why when somebody fuck with me, so many people be coming out the woodwork. They gon' whoop you.
Yeah.
They don't even want me to fight, nigga.
And if they let me post it later, I'll post the shit. This is a video because I was videotaping the shit, and it literally is the craziest thing. Because from my perspective, all you see is somebody like barely. It was like this guy picking up the money, whatever, from the strippers. He barely like moved Skilla. He might have said some shit to you. All of a sudden, that big ass security guard, I forget what the fuck his name is.
Real?
Yeah, and he grabs him from behind and pulls him. And like at first, he got himself together. He's like, all right, I got the point. Then another motherfucker grabs him, pulls him back again, and all of this guy disappeared, bro. Like, you couldn't even see him anymore. Like, he was just, like, piled. People were piled on top of him.
A nigga feel like,
bro.
a nigga feel like they got more pull than me because they work somewhere, but it really don't be like that. Nigga, I know the owner, so it's like, nigga, we know the owner, so it's like, nigga, you get to playing with me, bro. You gonna lose your job, you gonna get beat up, you gonna be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Just chill on me. I don't even like violence or nothing like that. I'm just going. I really was on stage. I was on stage to fuck with Scoob on his birthday to hype him up. Like, you feel me? Scoob feeling himself. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna get up there and really, you feel me? Like, even yesterday with the club, Scoob song, come on, I'm going crazy just because I want my brother. This is, for one, his music made me go crazy, but just a little brother, as a little brother, I want my big brother to feel good as possible at all times.
Yeah.
You feel me? Cause he that nigga, he him, not them. So you feel me? When I'm on his birthday, it's his day. So I'm just going up there to go talk my shit and hype my brother up. This nigga wanna touch me and shit like he a bouncer. I'm like, listen, man.
That shit's hilarious. Cause he's like, you can see the guys like crying after and shit. It's so fucking funny to watch. And I hate violence too, but that situation was just funny as fuck. I don't know why, just seeing it from the outside was hilarious. Then there's like a video Kiefer just dropped. Like security barely getting in everybody's way or some shit like that.
Right?
Yeah, and then like they grabbed security.
We
Or it was a police officer.
We don't play about that shit,
Yeah,
nigga.
bro, they literally grab a police officer.
We ain't
bro.
going for none of that.
Yeah.
Nigga tried to play with wine. One of them security police, nigga, top flight, man. Get the fuck on, nigga. If we got something going on, bro. If anybody, I'm in a group chat, like 3 group chats. If anybody put the call in and say 911, they in trouble, bro, we all coming on your ass. And that's just what it is. I could be a rapper, Sada could be a rapper, all that shit. If one of our regular friends call and say, it's that time, we coming on your ass, and it's gonna be about 50 niggas.
Yeah.
Especially in the group, I'm in this group chat, two group chats I know coming for sure. It's band camp. I'm in my band camp group chat. That's like my friends my age and shit, my brothers my age. They coming and they really gon' like, they young niggas, so they really gonna do some ignorant shit. They not gonna think about it. It's not gonna be no thoughts. They gonna really fuck you up. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. My older big brothers, like the 50s on group chat, the members only group chat, if I say I'm in trouble, they gonna come with like 100. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna tell you how to. It's just gonna be 100 of them, and not like they gonna think it out and ask me what's going on, but they gonna really like, you. It's that time. Like if I call them, it's that time. So they coming, and people don't understand that, and I'm on the same thing for them. If they call me, whatever they need, I'm coming.
Yeah.
So it's just great to have a brotherhood like that.
Yeah.
My question to you though. How you feel about Cash Out having a boyfriend?
I thought they broke up, but they didn't apparently. I think they broke up because she made a song called Single and Happy, so I thought that was a sign to say, oh, she broke up.
How y'all break up?
You know what's trippy, man?
You let him take your girl, man.
You know what's trippy to me? I think I'm gonna move on, son.
You gonna
I
move
think I'm gonna move
on?
on from Cash Doll.
She thick as hell. Why you moving
I
on?
think it's time, man. It's just there's only so long, and
Bro,
you know.
keep holding out. She's almost
Nah,
there.
I think I'm done, G. I think I made that decision last week. I swear to God, I was like, bro, I think I'm done. I was like, I think, you know what? If she wants me, she knows where I'm at.
Oh, so if she wants you, you gonna let her double back?
We'll see what happens. Depends where I'm at in my life and how I feel about things. But you know, there's better bitches out there. You feel me? So we'll see what happens.
You think somebody colder than Cash Doll?
No, she's probably
Now,
the baddest.
she better than Riri?
She's the baddest. I ain't gonna lie. Cash Doll is the baddest of the baddest. She's just fucking, look at her, bro. She's funny as fuck. She has that glow to her. She's got that body.
Let her
Sense
know.
of humor is on point.
What her body look like?
Oh my gosh, she say like a fucking vase, like a vase, like, you feel me, like just perfection, god damn it. And she has a cute ass dog named Palik, I think his name is, or something like that. And Platinum, and I want that dog too. And I'm gonna get a dog just like her dog so they can chill. But I'm over it though.
Why you ain't over it?
And I'm over it though. I'm trying to tell you, I'm done.
I'm saying, though, I thought y'all was together.
And listen, that's another thing. You helped me get that song out there too, Big Cash Doll. You helped me get that bitch out there because I don't think it would have got out there if it wasn't
Come
for
on now.
Yeah.
I know how much you love
Yeah,
Cash.
you feel me?
I feel like you would kiss her feet.
So I'll tell you off air. But anyway.
But
yeah, man. So as far as right now and everything's going on with the Big Squad and you and Scoop and everything like that, him losing his Instagram page, obviously me and Juan talked about that, but
It ain't really affect nothing, man.
I think it does because it's like your reach as far as promoting an event, it gets hurt, right? Because if you're in a city and you can't really say, hey,
His show still sold out.
all right, bet. Shit. Damn, Scoop. I see you got dead. Relationship right now and the goals for you guys as far as you guys are like this, obviously, when it comes to the studio, right? So, what's it like going in the studio now? And is it the same mindset as before as it is now? Has anything changed?
Anytime I ever got in the studio with School, even when I wasn't as big as I am now, even though I'm not that big, I'm trying to chew his ass up on the song. I might not even get on the song for one. It's all about what we decide to do. I might just try to take something that he did today and watch what he did today and see how I can input that into my studio session. But if we do make music at the studio, I'm trying to chew Scoop the fuck up. I feel like I'm the best rapper in the room at all times. And that's just my mindset. And that's his mindset. I want to, every time I say something, I want him to be like, damn, I got to come harder. And every time he say something, I'm going to be like, damn, I got to come harder. And that just is what it is.
like competitive motivation.
Yeah. I feel like anybody should feel like that, though. If you niggas get in the room with Scoob and feel like he the best rapper, no, I feel like I'm the best rapper. And that's just that on that.
Yeah. You now you're like I was talking about how you're iced up now. You're even more iced up than him and shit. Do you like the feeling now, even though you were kind of opposed to it before, or like kind of?
I can't lie, I do, but I don't.
What part don't you like about it?
I like how fake and strange people look at me. Like, it's a lot of fake love. It's like
Gold digging?
it's gold digging, but it's beyond that. Like, you know how like somebody gets some money and then they feel like they got a voice? When you get some jewelry, people give you a voice. Like people that overlook me, anything I say that they like, it'd be like outside people though, not people around me. It'd be like people that don't really know me and know me genuinely as a person. They got this perspective of me that I feel like I'm better than people, and it's just how it looks, you know, how I come off to people. Like, I feel like I'm better, I have more, but then they get to talking to me and fit and see how genuine I am. So it'd be like, that's what I don't like about it. This is just like for promotion to me.
But
Don't define me. So it'd be like,
does it get annoying, like as far as being like when you hit a certain amount of success and people consider you famous? I know you're saying you're not, but obviously you are. But when people talk to you and you can't trust their intentions and shit like that,
it's a fact. I can't even really talk to a girl without females be on there too. Like, I can't even talk to a girl without we just trusting what their intentions are. That's why a lot of times I play fucked up and do all that type of shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Even
What
when
kids say, play the broke road, just test, falling ain't gonna catch you.
Yeah. These trips that you're going on from being like obviously in the streets and grinding and working at Captain J's. Is it called Captain J's? That's where you worked at?
Good ass chicken.
Hey, first of all, you said you got fired from Walmart or fired from Captain J's?
I got fired from Walmart. I quit Captain J's. I got fired from Bucharest. I got fired from Happy's.
Walmart, because that's like pretty damn hard, bro. All you gotta do is stock shit.
You get 6 points. I never did nothing. Like, I was the Walmart person you see in every aisle. Like, I'm just walking, looking at shit. You supposed to be restocking shit, doing all that. I'm just walking up and down this bitch for like 8 hours. They see me like, Jay, what are you doing? You feel me? They see me and do that. And then somebody come give me a job to do because I ain't doing shit. So then, really, that ain't why I got fired. But they was looking to fire me for that. I got fired because I was like, you get 6 points to be late or some shit. You be late, it's a half a point. You miss a day, no call, no show, that's a whole point or some shit. I got 6 points.
Damn. So you just weren't showing up to shit, that's pretty much, and you were coming late and that's it? They just let you go home?
If you 5 minutes late, they don't send you home, but if you 5 minutes late, you get a point. You get 6 points within like a year or some shit, few months.
What about the other place, Bucharest or what's it called?
Bucharest, I got fired because this nigga ran up playing with my sister and I then ran up on his ass, you feel me? But then I got fired from Happy's because I was doing some crazy shit in that bit. Trying to make some money and then my motherfucking manager. The nigga was so crazy. This I learned something from Happy's. The nigga owned Happy's, owned the smoothie place next door to Happy's, but still worked in Happy's. But I'm like, damn, he a cold nigga. But then I got fired because I was trying to be a street nigga in that bitch. You know, I was around the white boys. You feel me? You know what they you feel me? I was trying to make some money. My man, he didn't call me. You feel me? He didn't call me in that bitch. I got fired from the bowling alley. I got fired from McDonald's. I worked a lot of jobs.
Goddamn. Bowling. What were you doing at the bowling alley? Where'd you work? What was your job?
I was a porter.
Damn, Jack.
You feel me? I had a lot of jobs.
How are you paying the bills working at a bowling alley? Okay. So
I worked at McDonald's and the bowling alley at the same time.
Damn.
Then I worked at Happy's in the bowling alley at the same time. But I had started getting fired from them jobs. So then I started working at Walmart. I got fired from the bowling alley for going to Walmart, but at the same time I was doing some street nigga shit, you feel me? But you know, like, you can make all this money if you don't know what to do with it, you still fucked up. Like, motherfucker can have 100,000 right now, and if he gotta spend that shit every day and he don't know how to make no more money, you still fucked up. Like, you still don't have it's about assets. That's what people don't get. Like, right now, I got shit I can sell if I get fucked up and really be back to being okay. So, it's about assets.
There's like a dude who said some shit like that. He said, he's like, the value of money depreciates every day, so why do you have cash? You know? So, put your money in something that's going to grow over time instead of putting it into keeping it and holding on to it. Or spending it.
Even if you buy something and you lose, like, say you buy something for $20,000 and you lose $1,000 on it. You would have spent that whole $20,000 if you didn't buy this shit that's gonna bring you back $19,000 when you sell it. You feel me? So I'd rather do shit like that, you know?
Yeah. How was it like a chalkboard lesson with the learning about money, or where'd you get your insight about?
I really knew about money. He taught me how to save the money and like, cause I told you he was a lot like my dad, so it was like I knew how to get some money. I didn't know what to do with it. And Juan taught me shit like that, like what to do with your money when you get it.
So what do you do with your money? Like the smart moves?
I invest in, like, people think I'm just buying jewelry to buy jewelry, but I'm not. I invest in jewelry. I started my own companies and shit like that. I'm starting a lot of companies with girls and shit like that. but I'm third party, so nobody know that I'm involved and shit like that. So people be wondering why I be popping up with money, but I got a lot of third party, like I'm a silent partner and stuff. And then I invest in people. I like investing in, like my sister, she cook, but I sell her meals. But people don't know I'm making a couple dollars off of it too, because I just wanted to show her that she could. I wanted to always make my sister quit her job, so that's what I did, made her quit her job. Now she cooking and shit, making money. But I like doing shit like that, helping people make their business pop and shit like that. Just like you were saying, like with your video and shit like that. I like doing that type of shit. It's enough money for me to help everybody. So it's just about always keeping your money in motion.
Yeah.
If you let your money sit, then it's not worth nothing. You gotta make your money work like that. Yeah. When people be thinking they saving, like, yeah, I got 20,000 now, I'm not gonna touch it. Why not make 10 of that work to make 10 more thousand? Why just sit it in your closet all day?
Yeah.
I think what's a millionaire saying? If you're not making money in your sleep, you're gonna be working for the rest of your life.
Yeah, pretty much. And when you stop advertising, you're just stopping your business. And there's just so many things that can go wrong when you just hold on to money and don't move forward. And I think it's just lack of education that stops people from moving their money around, because they don't know what the fuck. They don't want to just put their money in anything.
Like I asked somebody the other day. A girl asked me for some money. I thought I could give you some money, but you could just give me some money. I can make that. She's wanting like $500. I'm like, I could, but you could just. I asked her how much she got saved up. She said a few thousand. You feel me? Like 4,000-5,000. I was really wondering in my head, why you asking me $400 if you got 5,000 saved? But my point is, I told her you could give me 2,000-3,000. You know I make money. I make your money work. I'm gonna give you 1,500 on top of your 2,000-3,000. You feel me? And now you got more than what you asked for. But she rather just get the little couple hundred. But then I'm like, no, you a bad girl. I really ain't fucking with you.
It's because the game's fucked up now. If you go on social media and anything and somebody tells you, oh, I can make you money, it's like, damn, bro, it's probably a scam.
But not really, because you know me as a person.
No, when you know, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying like the mindset for most people, though.
That's a fact, but it's really with the female mindset right now, they just feel like they should be handed whatever they ask for because they cute.
Know.
But I be around so many badass bitches, just like, and I grew up, my family, like I got cute family members. All my family members, my sisters, my cousins, they all pretty as hell. So I know what to look for in a female. Like I know all the games and all that shit. Like I'm used to being around. To a nigga that's not used to being around pretty ass people, then yeah, you're gonna be amazed by this shit. You gonna act.
Was it like was women's attraction as high or like as furious before or after the fame, or like what was worse, like, or
I'm not
was it the
famous,
same?
but before I started rapping, I still got like pretty ass females, but now it's just like, geez, I ain't gonna lie, they love me. Like, and my thing be with the old, cause I like women that's on their shit, so it'd be like, the older females love me. Like, they waiting for a young nigga like me to just come in their life and be raised right to where like, they don't really gotta do nothing. So when I'm doing something for them, it make them wanna do more for me. You feel me? Like, I make sure all the bills paid and shit like that. So when I need some money, you gonna come in with that chi-chi, you feel me? So it really be like, ooh, that's why I came up with had to get the young hoes up, I'm too old, cause they don't know how to suck dick and move on. You feel me? Yeah,
what's like what's like, yeah, I know you're saying whatever, you're not famous, but what's the celebrity like feel like though? You guys are going on these crazy ass trips, you're hitting the yachts, you guys go visit Miles out there and shit. Miami.
I don't feel like that's celebrity life. I just feel like when you comfortable enough to do some shit, when you like financially comfortable enough to do some shit, that's what you do. And I feel like that's how everybody should live their life. And it's about sightseeing and doing more. Like, you feel me? People don't even know you can. This shit not even like a lot of them trips. like not even that expensive. To a lot of them is though.
But you're getting access to things people can't normally get access to. You're in a part of environments that most people just can't get into.
Like what?
Like, bro, getting on a fucking NBA player's yacht and shit, or like fucking.
But that's because I grew up before I was even rapping. I played basketball, so I grew up with people that's in the NBA now. Like I went to play basketball with NBA nigga today. Like, but I grew up with him. I played basketball. I was in the basketball world, so it's like. The NBA shit, I can't really give to you. Like, them stages and shit, I wouldn't be on. But the NBA players, I really used to bust some of these NBA niggas' ass. Like, I used to really go at them niggas, and they know that.
Yeah, Davo was talking about that, too. Davo was saying he's played against some serious NBA players.
That's what I'm telling you. When you play basketball in Detroit, all of us group went and played at Joe Dumars. You feel me? Everybody played at Joe D. Everybody played at St. Cecilia, Boysville.
You know what's crazy too? Like when I was filming the games and watching you guys, like I think there was a time where Miles and Josh Jackson were there, and like I think you stripped. Wait, what happened? I think you stripped.
I took the ball from Josh and threw it to Miles, and he slammed that bitch.
Yeah. That was fucking insane. And it's like, the way you moved, though, was like you were meant to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody else would have made that play happen. You know what I'm saying?
But that's because I really study people games, and I know they not going as hard as they could at us. So it's like, if you're going to just give me the ball, I'm not going to just let you beat Josh Jackson. Just because you Sada, I'm not going to let you shoot the ball. I'm about to really take this bitch and look like I'm a great basketball player. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't like that non-competitive stuff. That's why when I come, they know I'm coming to play. I'm going to be angry if I lose. You feel me? I'm going to be mad if you scratch me and hack me. I'm going to do all that.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
I'm really about to try to psych you out your mind, talk to you, all type of shit.
Just for the audience, people were speculative. Like, what NBA players were you running with when you were younger, or when you were playing for state, or when you were playing for high school?
Josh was in my graduating class, not at my school, but like Josh, Miles, all them niggas, like them niggas, Cassius Winston, like all them, they really played with like around me and shit like that. Same AAU teams, all that shit. So it's like all them niggas know I had game. I ain't saying I had the greatest game though. I ain't saying, well, I'm a great basketball player.
Yeah.
I just never took it serious. Like, you feel me? Everybody knew Josh was going to the NBA though. You feel me? They ain't think I was just. Some people thought I was going to the NBA to play basketball and shit like that, but they wasn't like them niggas or nothing like that. Cause I ain't had to push. But I had game, like real game, like real game. I'm trying to tell you.
No, I see it, motherfucker. I would, if I put out the list of the people who come to us and play, I can't say it because I know that motherfuckers will get mad as fuck. But okay, let's see. You can take that handle and just say, all right, bro, who do you think the best players are as far as that group's concerned that pulls up with it?
That come with us?
Yeah.
Me.
Come on, man. Who's next after you?
Dabo.
Dabo's heat. Baby Tay's sweet too.
Baby Tay.
Yeah.
Me, Dabo, Baby Tay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that. And then Weez, he fundamental God. That's just with us. But then Sada. People think Sada can't hoop, but he really can. He just don't play no defense. His shot, like, he shoot the blood out that bitch.
Yeah, Sada can
and
shoot.
He can't dribble as good as other people, but that nigga shoot the blood. But he more like a two guard, like a stretch 3 or a 2. So it's like, once you get him going, though, he going.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And then he psych a lot of niggas out their mind. They get to seeing them yelling and shit, and they lag off of him, and he gonna burn the fuck out you. You through. You through. Yeah. Once he get to going, you through. Yeah. Once Baby Tay get on fire, and he not, cause you could talk Baby Tay out his game. You feel me? If you make a man.
That's facts, bro. I see that happen.
Yeah, that's how I play against Baby Tay. I'm talking you out your game. But once Baby Tay on fire, he on fire. You feel me?
Yeah.
Once Weez get to getting mad and playing aggressive, playing defense, you're going to lose the ball. Dabo, he just Dabo. Dabo going to do what he do regardless. He just big as hell, going to slam that bitch, dribble that bitch, shoot that bitch.
One thing I regret is when you told me to shoot on trees when I was playing one-on-one with him and I didn't do it. You were like, just shoot. When you get the ball, when you check, just shoot. Biggest mistake ever. I should have just shot that bitch. Instead of trying to drive on him and do that spin move every time. That's when I realized you guys were real hoopers, though, because I thought Trees was the weakest hooper, right? It's so weird when you're outside looking at basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It looks so much easier. Like, oh, I could just hop in there and run with y'all. But then you hop in and then you realize, like, what the fuck's going on right now? Like, I can't even walk with you. I can't even, like, you dribbled this way and I can't even get to you anymore. So, the athleticism and shit is pretty crazy over there. But everybody, that's where I met everybody. That's kind of where I met. That's where I met you. That's where I met everybody is from basketball initially and stuff. The relationship you guys have, I think if more groups had that relationship, there'd be more success. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are funny, you guys are fun, the energy's there, the passion's there, everybody cares for each other, everybody looks out for each other. How do you feel about the city, and how do you feel about other groups, or how do you feel about the perception of Detroit's music and other groups are concerned right now?
I don't really care, for real. I got rapper friends, but I don't be focused on nobody but us. I really be focused on myself a lot, but then I be focused on people that come with me.
Yeah.
If I can't focus on other people because they're not focused on me. My name might be in their mouth, but I can't. My name gonna always be in somebody's mouth. That's what you in this shit for. If your name not in somebody's mouth, you're not relevant. But I don't really be focused on other groups or how they could be successful, because then that take time off from me thinking about how I'm gonna make us successful.
What's outside of music? What's like Skilla? Like what's your life like, daily life like? Is rap the only thing you're listening to? Do you like partake in anything that's like poetic or?
I'm gonna tell you what's on my. I'm gonna tell you all the artists I got on my Apple Music.
Wyclef Jean?
I'm about to tell you, and I got more than this, but this just on here. Artists. I got Alicia Keys. I got All American Rejects.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? When I see your face, wanna give you hell, wanna give you hell. I got that. I got Angel Grant. Anita Baker is my favorite artist of all time.
Anita Baker.
BB King. I ain't gonna name the rappers because, you know, I listen to rappers. I listen to Bill Withers, Bobby Womack.
Bill
That's
Withers,
where Womack came from. Bobby Womack. I got the Chainsmokers and Halsey. You feel me? That's one of my favorite Caucasian. You feel me? I got Shaka Khan. I got Craig David. That's my mama put me hip to him. I got D'Angelo, Daniel Caesar, Don Tolliver, Ella May. I got Summer Walker, Faith Evans, Erykah Badu.
God damn.
I got Fun. You remember them?
What is it, like a band?
Tonight.
Yeah, those motherfuckers, yeah.
We are young. When we set the world on fire.
I hate those songs, bro. I hate when I go to clubs and I see all these white people dancing to that shit. I'm like, bro, that's
a bunch of white bitches popping their ass to like,
bro, you got
shit.
This is the most exciting moment of your life. You being here singing with your friends right now. This is the most exciting thing you did all fucking week.
Yeah, well-rounded with this shit, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, talking to you, I kind of figured that, because you can tell when somebody's just like totally in the scene, like where their mind is just stuck on rap or just stuck on that type of music and not. And I always tell motherfuckers, like, bro, if you really want to be level-headed with this shit, explore with every type of music. Don't limit yourself to one type of music, even if that's the field you're in. That's like doing that with anything. That's just stupid as hell. You think a guy who makes sushi is just eating sushi all day, bitch? Nah, he's probably eating a cheeseburger on Wednesday. He's probably getting a steak on Friday. You know what I'm saying?
The rapper getting paid the less money anyway.
What do you mean?
Like, say you got one song, right, that just went crazy as a rapper. You gonna have to get paid off that one song. But as a producer, say you make 10 beats for 10 different niggas and they all go crazy. You getting paid 100% for all 10 beats, because it's 200%. This is why I'm telling you I learned the business. When it comes to publishing, it's 200%. Say it's 2 artists on one song, then the producer. The artist got to split 100%, then the producer get the other 100%, because it's 200%. If I got 100%, say we all 3 make music, right? We all 3 make a song that go crazy.
Oh, you just split it with each artist.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what if I make a song, you make a song, you make a song, and all 3 songs go crazy? But we fuck with the same producer. He makes most money because we get 100% of one song, and he get 100% of 3 songs.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why people like Drago, I really admire what Drago doing, because he's turning himself into a producer, like be producer for people in the city and shit like that. And the producers get 100 out of 200%. Say, I got a manager that I got to, well, you don't really split your publishing with your manager unless you want to, but say, like I said, if we do 3 songs and we all on the song with each other for the same producer, we still got to split 200%. I mean 100% between 3 people, and that producer still get 100% for 3 songs.
These guys make it the real cheese behind the scenes like that.
And they act like they not, but they, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I have phone calls with producers sometimes, and I'm like, how much did you make today?
Why do you think Hella would look better than some of these rappers?
Yeah.
Because he's really smart. If I get 100% of every artist in the city, and there's 50 artists in the city, I'm going to make some cheese.
Oh, yeah. Consistently, too. And they're all buying multiple shits from me, too.
That's why his chains look better than some of these niggas.
My relationship...
and I made you buy the beat.
My relationship with Sada is like, you know, it started off work based and all that stuff, and then obviously just like joking around and working with each other and building a friendship and stuff like that. And it sounds like kind of similar with you. You know, it starts off with what's behind everything and the passion behind everything, and then a friendship kind of forms because your objective is the same. But you guys have like a brother. It's like a brother shit. You know, it's totally to the max. So. Dealing with everybody, like, you know, it's hard for me to say. I'm trying to say it in like the way that won't get me in trouble, but motherfuckers are like sporadic. Is the word, I think the word for it is sporadic. And it's not easy to maintain certain relationships for me personally, where like I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna get from that motherfucker that day. I don't know if I'm gonna get the crazy motherfuckers. I don't know if I'm gonna get somebody who's happy or sad. Are you like that too, where like your mood can be in any direction that day?
Facts.
Yeah.
But that's why me and Sada get along. Yeah. Because he know I don't give a fuck if he get an attitude with me. Just as well I know that he don't give a fuck if I get an attitude with him. It's not gonna deter us from, I'm not gonna say no whole shit to him to where it'd be like, cause I learned from that. As a young person, I didn't say a whole shit to people to where I can't come back from that. But I know my limit, and I'm crazy as fuck sometimes, so I'm sporadic, but I'm know how to hold it in. Like my mama always told me, she one of the people she crazy just like everybody else, she just know how to control it. Like she out of her fucking mind just like everybody else, but she know how to contain that crazy. And like, I know I grew up playing like quarterback and point guard, so I know what my personnel is. You're always supposed to know everybody around you. You got to know all your personnel. So I know how to deal with, that's why I'm telling you, Juan a great leader. He played quarterback and linebacker and shit like that, so he know all his personnel, like what they need. Like he might not respond to Sada the same way he's respond to me. If I throw a tantrum, he gonna like, nigga, tighten the fuck up. You feel me? But if Sada do it, he might be like, shit, that's how Scoob is. Cause he know, like, if he say something to me, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that was wrong. But he might not be able to say that to Sada. You might be able to say that to him tomorrow. Right now, Sada need to let this shit out. Be mad, rant, and talk crazy to somebody. Me, he could tell me like right now, nigga, chill the fuck out. And I'm gonna listen to that because that's the mindset I have. You feel me? Now, if you told me, I might be like, man, I'm mad right now. I'm about to, but Juan got the relationship to where he could be like, shut the fuck up. You feel me? You going overboard. You feel me? Yeah. But it's all about knowing your personnel. Everybody know Sada be mad as hell and shit like that. So sometimes you gotta give them that. You gotta let them be mad. Yeah. Me, I'm more of a cool, think it out person, like I said. So if you older than me and I respect your judgment enough, you could talk to me while I'm mad. Yeah.
we talked kind of like about Juan's influence a little bit. For me, working with Sada it was never a direct thing where I learned anything. It was more just watching his actions and seeing how he moved. I learned a lot of shit. Just paying attention to certain things. And yeah, like a couple times he told me like, yo, you got to do this. Like you saw like that time where he was basically saying like, you're not acting like a boss. You need to start acting like a boss. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't catch that at first. And like a few days later, click, oh, I'm in that position where I need to start acting like an adult and responsible and holding myself accountable. I got to start doing that. You're right. That's like an older brother move. What values have you been getting from the beginning till now?
From which one?
Oh, from Scoob.
From Scoob, he just like, he taught me like you said, he more of a, cause me and Wine have a lot of talks. Me and Scoob had talks, like, we don't have a lot of talks, but when we talk, it's for a long ass time. So he really lead by example.
Yeah.
Like, and he showed me like shit like how to respond to people when they irritate me. Nah, for real. Like this shit like how to be responsive in a way where it's not where I can be like, school showed me how to respond in a way to where I can be like, damn, I came out on top, but you don't even realize that I came out on top. And then he just, like, I know Scoob and Sada Baby, but I really know Casada. I know Casada better than a lot of people, so it's be like, a lot of shit I can't talk about because that don't concern nobody, but Casada, like, one of the most genuine people I ever met. You feel me? Sada Baby is just the rap. You feel me? Sada one of the most genuine, nice people I ever met, bro. And he caring, he clean as hell, know how to cook. He taught me how to make sure my home's straight, all that shit. I stayed with him for like 2-3 weeks. He really like house clean as fuck. He know how to cook. He gonna teach you. He really know how to survive. Like, he taught me a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna lie.
Sada can cook?
Yeah. Fire in the kitchen.
What's the best dish you had from him? Best food?
Green ravioli.
Green ravioli?
It was green. But yeah. And then Sada, like, he taught me shit like this. Like, if we brothers, like, we don't even go against each other on the game. Like, if we play games, we playing co-ed games or whatever it's called. Co-op games. So it's like, nigga, if we playing the game, we don't even compete with each other, nigga. We on teams.
Yeah.
Swear to God. Like,
yeah, because you guys got that 2K. I don't know if you're in that 2K league or whatever the hell they got that blacktop or whatever.
No, I was in the pro-am and shit, but I get to going to sleep early and shit like that. I was playing with them. He really made me a motherfucking center, a glass cleaner, shot slapper.
Are you straight with that?
I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't. But then it got started getting fun. You feel me? But I'm one of them people that whatever is good for the team. They didn't need no scorer. All them niggas be going for 40, 50. Bruh. So they needed a rim cleaner, like a glass cleaner.
I need it. If I'm a point guard in real life, because
I was shooting guard. All the board. Actually, though, I'm grabbing 20 boards. Yeah. Give me that. Ask Rio and Sada. Nigga, I was in a pro-am going crazy. Give me that. Sling that bitch out. They going out. You feel me?
Man, I can't, bro. If I'm that in real life, it's got to be that in the game too, bro.
I just don't play the game as much as them. Yeah. I got a game I never played at home. Like, the
other day when we were at the court, I remember seeing like some responsibility aspect where basically school was late as fuck and you were just gonna go. Like, you were just gonna fucking leave basically. And I respected the shit out of that.
You weren't supposed to say that. Okay.
Oh, I'll cut that out.
No, you ain't gotta cut it out.
Why?
You ain't gotta. Don't cut it out.
Yeah.
I was really gonna leave, bro.
I seen it, and you were leaving, and then your boy came and Rio came and sweet talked your ass to stay in. I remember, and he said some shit that made me even go like, "Oh damn, I would have said if somebody said some shit like that to me, I would have stayed too." But you were ready to fucking leave, and you were like, "I got this to do and I got that to do. I can't stay here." You know what I'm saying?
That just is what it is, though.
Yeah.
School at the point where like that school, you feel me?
Mm.
He gonna be what they call it, professionally late or fashionably late. Me, you see, I was here at the interview before you.
6:59. Goddamn.
You feel
I
me?
got that phone call. That shit was happening.
That's just how I was raised though. Like, if I'm not a great planner, so all my shit I be doing, I be calculating in the morning time, what times I gotta do what. Like, I'm missing somewhere I'm supposed to be right now.
Oh, yeah, you can get going, man.
No, I'm cool. I missed it already.
The video shoot?
No, not the video shoot.
Oh.
I had really supposed to go do something. I can't say what I was supposed to go do because I get in trouble.
All right.
But I was supposed to go do something, and, like, shit, that's how I am, though. Like, I'm real meticulous with time. Like, everything time. Since my daddy, though, he set his watch 5 minutes fast. So you always have 5 minutes. You feel me? And that's why I learned time. Like, you feel me? If I got something to do at 7 o'clock, my watch 5 minutes fast. So when it say 7, I still got an extra 5 minutes to get there.
That makes fucking sense. I need to start doing that because I'm late as fuck to everything, bro. How much time did you have with your dad before he passed away?
14 years.
And what was like? So he was obviously really, really inclined into teaching you just life lessons and shit you probably wouldn't have learned at school.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't want to get into too much detail because I don't know what you can talk about or not. But like losing him and everything like that. What was the process before and after, kind of going through it? Like
before losing my daddy, he wanted. That's why I don't tell people my problems, because my daddy was like that. He had cancer and then didn't even tell us. So it's just like, you feel me? But after, it was just like, my daddy, if I cried too much, he'd be like, shut the fuck up. You acting like a bitch. You feel me? So it just made me go harder for real. I still get sad and shit like that, but like, I know how my daddy was. So it was like, that's what he instilled to me. Just like my mama, don't feel sorry for yourself. One thing my daddy told me, like, he always told me, always not gonna always be there. So the world gonna keep turning. And that's how I got the role of feeling like that about my mama, my sisters, my family. I'm not gonna always be here. Even though I'm the youngest, I might not always be here. So I gotta do whatever I can for y'all right now.
What's the fun times looking like for you guys as far as this whole journey and going on tour and shit like that? What city do you like the most going to, and what cities like are you not like too excited when you have to get there?
I like going to Cali. I like going to Kentucky. I like going to Houston.
Which city is the heat though? Where's the heat happening at? Where is it like where it's crazy?
The Bay. Anywhere in like the Bay Area. Like all them serious, Oakland, Vallejo, all them fire. Louisville, Lexington, fire. That's in Kentucky. Yeah. When you go to Houston, that bitch fire. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that bitch fire.
I need a story, man. I need something, man. I need to be jealous about something, man. Besides watching the stories on Instagram.
I can't really go into detail.
That's true.
I could tell you like the worst place I ever been is Kansas City, Missouri. I hate like them. Like, I done been in the country, like, but it's like that shit all like country. Like, Kansas City ain't shit to do at that bitch.
See, I can't even put this. I gotta cut this part out.
Why?
Because there's money in it. You gonna lose money.
No, that's for me. I'm just telling y'all, Kansas City, the party be turned, but when I get to the hotel room, it's fucked up. When I go to Cali, anytime I'm in Cali, bro, they love me. They be like, damn, they're begging me, like, bitches begging, can I bring you anything? Can I come? Can I be around? Like, the bitches love me in Cali. Yeah. You feel me? Like, they love me. They treat me like a king. Yeah. Atlanta got the baddest bitches. You feel me? Badass bitches. Motherfucking food be nasty everywhere. You feel me?
In Cali or in Kansas?
Everywhere.
Food's nasty everywhere?
Everywhere. I hate eating food that's not cooked by black people in Detroit. I don't like not going nowhere I go to Atlanta, get a private chef or some shit like that. You feel me? I like stripper parties and shit in Atlanta. Them bitches be fire. You got me going. Kentucky. Look, Kentucky, I'm gonna tell you every place I like and what I like about it. Kentucky, bro, they just wild as hell. And not like on no freaky ass shit, like on some. If you want to see some ghetto ass country shit, Kentucky. The Kentucky Derby is some of the funnest ghetto country shit ever. The Kentucky Derby. Niggas out there drunk as hell. You feel me? They probably off moonshine, fast ass cars, old schools. You feel me? Yeah. Atlanta, if you want to see some badass bitches and some sweet ass clothes, nigga, yes, you gonna go out there in Atlanta. You feel me? You gonna see all the celebrities. That's what I like. Cali, badass bitches like light skin, mixed ass bitches, fine as hell, long hair, driving the Benz. You feel me? Good ass weed, shit like that. You feel me? Yeah. Houston, badass bitches, fire ass mall, big ass houses. You feel me? For the cheap, shit like that. You feel me? New York, you just want to be cold as hell, wear a sweet ass coat, cold as hell between some buildings, and everything is on the go. Yeah. They always on the go.
Yes.
Always gonna, you feel me, gonna be on the go. And you gonna see people fly as hell just for no reason. They gonna be dressed sweet as hell. And that's why I like them places. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm fucking with them places. But Kansas, you gonna see, like Kansas, Minnesota, you gonna be bored to fucking death.
Yeah.
Bored. Like bored. If it ain't a concert, you're gonna be bored. Like you're gonna be in a hotel, you're gonna be waiting for hours. You feel me? Bored as fuck.
Yeah.
Bored as fuck.
Do you remember your first moment that somebody recognized you as Skilla Baby?
No, cause it's been happening too often.
Yeah.
But I remember like I was at a show. I was at one of these shows, school shows, and then they was like, play some Skilla Baby. We as far as fuck. Yeah. And then he was taking pictures, and then the bitch was like, Skilla, you my favorite rapper. I love Sada, but I really love you. I'm like, damn. She said she love me. I'm like, shit. You feel me? That's how that went.
The funniest shit is, oh yeah, I got you. The funniest shit is, I was looking at the stories one time, and it was you guys on the stage, and all these girls were taking off their shirts and just showing their titties. And I was like, that was the first, because they always invite me to come to the shows, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to come anymore. Like, I was through with it. But when I saw that, I was like, damn it. You got, like, bro, literally, there's a video, bro, it's like 16 stories in a row, and it's just girls with huge-ass titties just taking their shirts off and showing it to the stage, and you can just see all the fellas on the stage just filming it and shit.
Y'all gotta stop grabbing my ding-ding while I'm on stage, too. That's a big problem y'all girls got when we perform. Stop grabbing my ding-ding. That's sexual harassment, too.
Is there anything you can tell these younger artists or anybody trying to come up in the game that you've learned so far you can kind of give insight into?
Keep business. Learn the business first. Don't go in there trying to be friends with people, because that's not what this shit about. This shit about making money. It's a business at the end of the day. If you want to go make friends, go hang out. When you go to the studio, it's a certain etiquette that you have. Carry yourself like that. Always understand that you're the best rapper in the room. Don't ever think nobody rap better than you. Or whatever you do, don't ever think nobody better than you. Always go in there like you the best.
Yeah. I know. Are there any artists in the city or any producers or anybody that you want to give a shout out to that are stand out in the city for you right now?
Cold Cash Black. My nigga Black. Cold Cash Collection. MIAJC. Ruel. Every artist that y'all see on my mixtape, I done had Lonnie, shout out to Sada, Dollar, Coke, motherfucker Bodie James, everybody, Baby Money, nigga. My favorite artist in the city was Babyface Ray, and I don't know that nigga from a can of paint, but he gave me a free verse, nigga, for my birthday like 2 years ago. It's on crack music. and that shit really meant a lot to me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, so shout out to him, nigga. Shout out to Helliver, I done did shit with him, nigga. Rocane, nigga. Oh, y'all, my whole city sweet as hell, for real, for real.
So, any projects dropping or anything you need to let people know about?
You feel me? Standing on Business. Drop October 2nd on my birthday. I always drop a mixtape on my birthday. So October 2nd, be ready. I'm about to be outside tomorrow, nailing posters to the wall. You feel me? That's what I'm doing, nigga. I'm nailing posters. I'm taping them bitches up at gas stations. You feel me? I got niggas on that bitch that y'all gonna wanna hear. So, nigga, be ready for Standing on Business, because that's all we doing is standing on business, nigga, on my mom.
So, man, I appreciate it.
Shout out to Kid L, nigga.
Appreciate you, Skilla, man. You know, I love you, boy. Thanks for being here and obviously watching your journey. And I know you're saying you're not where you think you're at, but you are to me. And I think it's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think all the young artists, man, if you want to follow a blueprint, Skilla is the blueprint for me. I think he's the person you need to watch because he's doing everything right. Almost. I mean, the hiccups here and there, but majority wise, compared to everybody else, I think it was the least amount of hiccups I've seen any artist that's on the rise right now. Professionalism, wisdom, the way he carries himself, and the music that he's putting out there is just fucking awesome. It's good shit to listen to, and nothing goes under par ever. You never hear any subpar shit from Skilla. I think it's a big mistake a lot of you motherfuckers are making. You just put out whatever the fuck you want to put out with no thought into it. You need to stop doing that.
And if we hear your shit weak and we're reviewing your shit, we telling your shit weak. Shit weak.
I'm having you and Juan on here to do reviews with me.
Yeah.
Juan said he wanted to do it yesterday. I was talking to him, so I need you and him to get.
We reviewing your shit. We telling you your shit weak. We ain't no holding back.
Vanish Photo behind the camera. Parallel Sound Studio, man. Fuck you talking about. We're out.
Fuck you talking about.
Peace.